Hi, and welcome to this, my first video. I will try in this video to explain the process I use to make videos. And it's probably not the best setup, it's probably not the setup I will use forever, but this is the first attempt at making YouTube videos, and I am interested in the process of making YouTube videos, so I will set this up, try this, see the result, and then improve on this process and come back later and talk about my new and improved setup, hopefully, if I find a better way to do this. First up, I want to talk a little bit about hardware. At the moment I use the hardware I had at home, so no fancy stuff. I use a KOS SB45, a quite easy headphone to get a hold of, and it's just like $12. And after that I use a Sennheiser USB adapter because I want to plug my headphones into my computer keyboard via USB. And that is also pretty cheap component. I think I got mine by buying another headset, and it came with that headset, but I think it should be somewhere around $5 to $10. After that I want to talk about the software I use. At the moment I use the Open Broadcaster software, and that could be found over at OBS Project. And this software is free and open source, and it comes in different flavors. It's you could use it on Windows, OS X, or Linux. At the moment I have a Gento box at home, and I tried to set up the unofficial build of Gento using the layman software and trying to make an overlay for my Emerge system, but I could not get that working, sadly. It would be nice to just type Emerge Sync and fetch the new components from that system, but I had some problem there, so I couldn't get it to work, and it didn't show up in my system, so I decided to build from source. Gento systems are usually built from source anyway. Everything you Emerge will be built for your system, so I'm quite used to building stuff, and I work with software. I'm quite used to building software. So if I head over here and go down the page a bit, I will find the instructions for building this software manually. These are for building and installing the OSB software, and they are quite easy to follow, I think. I put them on my workpad here, so you just clone the repository and then create a build directory and CMake into that build directory, make your distribution, and then install the software on your system. Then we can talk a little bit about my configuration settings. At the moment I have this set up with some different sources. I have the images that I showed earlier set up as separate sources. I also set up a Chrome video window capture and a workpad capture. And then I have an audio input and an audio output and a screen capture for this session that I'm showing right now. This screen capture doesn't have that many properties. It's just what screen you want to capture, and if you want to create any of these, you just use this plus menu and you can create images, screen captures, window captures, audio inputs, and also a video capture device input if you want to fetch your videos from your PS4, for instance. The audio input and output doesn't have that many settings either. You just choose what sources you want to use, and these are quite the most interesting, I think. The WorkPad and the Chrome install videos. Then you Windows. Then you choose what window to view, and you can also crop the window to hide some parts of the window that you don't want to show. So these settings could be quite useful in the future. And if we go into the settings menu here to show how I set up the software, the full software, then we have the output channel, where I have gone into the recording part and changed my recording format to MP4, and I turned on the encoder X264, and after that I haven't changed anything. That's my preferred settings at the moment. This might be totally wrong and might give me a bad end result, but we'll see. Then I also set up some hotkeys. One hotkey for starting and stopping the recording, some hotkey for showing the screen capture, the Chrome install window, the WorkPad, and lastly to mute the sound if I had to cough, which I had. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this video. If it was in any way helpful or interesting to watch, please give it a like. Or if you think this was totally uninteresting and wrong, then please tell me, so I can improve my system. Thank you for watching. See you again later.